Hi, hello. I have rented out a microphone, and today I'm going to be giving it a test run. And today I will also be doing my makeup. Now, the only thing I have on right now is lipstick. And I will show you guys how I do my eyeliner and my base. So, I hope you also don't mind me doing some makeup on you as well. Let me know what you guys think of the new mic setup. It's temporary, but I wanted to give it a try and see what's up with it. So, let's begin. So to start off with, I start off with this Glossier foundation. And it's in the shade, I actually don't know, G6. Give it a good shake. And what I do is, I take this and I just drag it across. As you can see, I have the foundation on my face and I rub it with my fingers. And this foundation has very light coverage. If I was doing a cosplay type of makeup tutorial, I would be using a much heavier foundation. I'd probably use the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. Also, let me know if you guys want me to do a cosplay ASMR. I have the OG Black Canary cosplay. I have it's kind of weird. Don't ask me why, but this was back during the pandemic. I have a Todoroki, female Todoroki wig and bunny ears, if we want to try that. And I also have Bulma from Dragon Ball. Now, it's the Bulma when she meets Kid Goku. When she meets Kid Goku. So, if you guys want to see a roleplay involving cosplay, let me know. I've also been thinking about doing a ASMR roleplay for either as Scarlet Witch or as Hela. And I think those roleplays could be very interesting. So, we got the foundation on. Next one I'm gonna use is this e.l.f. Peach Corrector. And I put it under my eyes. Now, for some reason, my under eyes, they look pretty alright now, but most of the time they look very, very tired and purpley. So, we go in with that. I will get my compactor. And we're just gonna put that in the darkest part of our eyes. Which for me is right in the inner corners. I'll let that dry with the fan. I have a mini fan here. And I'm gonna go ahead and just take my finger and pat that into my face. It kind of feels like I'm a beauty YouTuber, which is pretty funny. I don't know if you guys remember when beauty YouTubers just absolutely dominated YouTube, like Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson as well. they had the internet in a chokehold. And it's crazy. I don't hear from them that often. I think Jeffree Star has a yak farm now, which is so random. I wasn't really expecting him to have a yak farm of all things. That's pretty funny. Anyways, after the peach corrector, I'm gonna go in with the Too Faced Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in the shade Light Beige. And I'm just gonna go over, so this concealer, it's different from the corrector. They're two different shades. They might look the same on camera though, but do you see how this one looks more pink and this one looks more yellow? This is because the pink, at first, it helps out correct any darkness, as opposed to just going in with this kind of can make you, or it makes me personally, it makes me look pretty flat because it's all one color. So what you can do is go in with the peach and then just a little drop of this, and you can have a very natural look about you. So let me go ahead and I'm just gonna reapply that. I'm gonna reapply that where I put the corrector. And some of you have been asking me for a tutorial on how I do my eyeliner. It has taken many years of patience and practice, but I think I finally got the secret. I think I finally got it down to a T. And today I'll be showing you how I got it. So I'm just gonna let this dry my face, and you can already see on my face how yellow it is in comparison to my skin tone. But my face can look a little pink right now because I have a lot of natural like blush around there, which is great. But sometimes people ask me like, oh, did you just go out to exercise? And I'm like, no. Or they're like, oh, like, have you been outside? And especially when I am outside, it can be even more so, like I can look red. So that's okay though. I mean, we're all human and redness is okay. I don't really have a problem with like showing imperfections and stuff like that. I just kind of like looking snatched, I guess. looking snatched, and I really like having fun with a makeup look, especially because in the future I really would like to do that alien roleplay. The one that I did, that was a mean person, persona. I would love to actually take blue or green or purple makeup and just go crazy, looking like a certified alien, like truly from the Zingon Empire. I'm a huge fan of sci-fi, and I'll just ramble while this dries on my face. It's good to let it dry on your face. I'm a big fan of sci-fi, so like Star Trek. I'm a huge fan of Star Trek. And you can probably tell that Zingon is just the Star Trek's Klingon. But I couldn't think of any other name at the time. But it's a good show, especially the Next Generation. You guys should really watch that. I wasn't a big fan of the one that came afterwards though, which I think was when they had like those aliens, I forgot their names, but they have like these like crests on their head that's much smaller than the Klingons, and they had like these elf ears. Like I have always thought the costume design for Star Trek was peak, although in the 60s it was not. That was not it. It's like in the 60s, they would just cast like people of a darker skin tone to be the villains, and it's like, it was the 60s, but at the same time it's like they didn't even try to make them look like they're from outer space or anything. So I like how the next generation, like you can actually see like Data, he looks like an android. He looks like off and uncanny. Morph, you know, he's a Klingon. He looks so like alien and out there. It's awesome. So yeah, I'm a huge nerd for like sci-fi stuff. I still need to get into Star Wars. I really want to see The Mandalorian, especially. I got into Knights of the Old Republic, the video game. That one was pretty cool. I think I'm almost done with that game, and I did this evil playthrough. And it's funny because when you do an evil playthrough, you can shoot lightning. You can shoot lightning out of your hands, and it's like you had to be evil in order to shoot lightning out of your hands. So like you can make some decisions that just don't sit right with you at all. And for me, like that game was really compelling because there were decisions that I didn't want to make, but you do it for the sake of power. To shoot lightning. Alright, I'm gonna blend this into my face. And this concealer is really powerful, as you can see. I only needed like one drop. But it's good that it's powerful because it's expensive. I think that this concealer, it is a lot inside of it though, which I like. I mean, if you're gonna be expensive, you might as well have a lot of products. It's so crazy how there's a lot of products that they are retailing for such an expensive price, and it's not that much product. Like, huh? But anyways, just kind of going over. Like that, and we look a little less red, but it's okay. I look funny when I do that. And then what I like to do is just let that sit for a bit. So I'm actually gonna get this powder right here to set my face. Let me know what you guys think of this mic setup. This mic is very, 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 very sensitive. So, any movement that I do towards the mic, the USB will disconnect. The USB is very finicky, but at the very least, it's a sensitive microphone, which is nice, I guess. But if I wanted to be kind of rough with it, I couldn't. I'd probably have to use my other microphone for that one. I've been having this idea of putting glue, so plastic wrap over the mic, and then putting glue on the microphone. I love that sound so much. But I don't have plastic wrap or glue. But when I do, I really want to try that because I think that'll be really fun. So anyways, I'm gonna go in with the Skin Food loose powder buckwheat. And this is interesting because Skin Food is actually I think they're Korean. I think that they're a Korean brand, and originally I got their stuff for skincare. And so it's interesting how like they made makeup. You kind of notice how a lot of skincare companies, they also have makeup companies, and this might sound a little conspiratorial, but I wonder if they're purposely making your skin fit their makeup products. So like you have to keep buying their products, you know what I mean? And they change your skin chemistry. That's completely conspiratorial though. Skin Food, don't come for me. I'm not saying you're doing that. But anyways, I remove the lid, and then what I like to do is I like to just just very little. Take a little bit of powder on there. And you probably can't see that well, but I just take a little bit of powder there. And I get this nice fluffy, velvety beauty blender. Does that feel calming? And I go in there, I get some powder, and then I put some on my hand to remove the excess, and then I go in to where I do my face. And I have found this to be kind of the best course of action for me. I've done a lot of experimentation because my skin can be pretty dry, but recently for some reason it's been more oily lately. But regardless of that, it seems that when I follow influencers and how much they say to put, it just never works out for me. I don't know why. So this is just a mixture of like all stuff that I've learned throughout the years, what works for me. If it doesn't work for you, sorry. I used to be dry skin. I'm always very sensitive skinned, but recently I've just been more oily. It might be like the changes in the weather. And I'm just gonna dab some all over my face because I put in foundation earlier. We want to lock in that foundation, but also especially around my eyes. My nose. Okay. And now we look matte. We are matte, which is great. Especially if you live like somewhere. If you live in a dry place, I don't think it's probably good to be matte. But if you live somewhere that's really hot, it's nice because you don't feel like you're melting per se. So, I mean, sometimes if you don't have your makeup set right, it does feel like you're melting though, so just be wary of that. That's why I like to lightly dab it. If you get a lot of powder, that's only really good for like theater, drag, very stage makeup. It's only good to have a lot of powder or a lot of product because then that way you could also say for ASMR, but I'm just kind of doing my natural routine with you. I could do a cosplay makeup tutorial as well if you guys want that. But you want to go very thick, extra thick when it comes to like stage or cosplay makeup, because it's not going to show up on camera, it's not going to show up on stage, and you need to make sure like everything you do is exaggerated. So however much concealer and foundation I put, I probably like double that for a stage or a cosplay type of situation. In real life, you probably look really like cakey and bad, but on camera you will look amazing. But in person, between me and you, this makeup here is more natural. You don't put that much, you just put like little droplets. For real life, you don't need as much as influencers make it out to be. You really don't need a lot. If you're trying especially to go for like a natural makeup look, I find that natural makeup is like the hardest thing to do. You would think that like drag or cosplay or like stage makeup, that would be the hardest, but actually to look natural, that to me is like the hardest thing. I don't know how girls do it. I don't know how, well, not just girls, not only girls use makeup, but I don't know how people do it in general. And so, I think I will do my eyeliner next, and for the eyeliner I am using, not my favorite, but my favorite all-time eyeliner, it is so amazing, is the ColourPop numero uno. That is don't have it right now, because every time I have it, I use it up all the time. But it's so good. It's very long lasting. Lasts throughout the whole day. I love it so much. And this next one is kind of the second best that I found. But even then, throughout the day, you will notice, like, especially near the end of the day, if you've been wearing your makeup for like more than 8 hours, you'll start to notice on the lid, especially because like we have a lot of oils on our eyelids, it will start to kind of disintegrate a little bit. But I have not found out with the ColourPop one. I love it. Sorry, I can like shill on ColourPop all day. I really love their products, but I'm too broke for them right now. So what I'm gonna be using is the NYX Epic Ink Liner, and this is waterproof, but in my opinion it's not sweat proof, which is really like what you want to be looking for if you want to go for like a very it's gonna stay on for the whole day, of something sweat proof and waterproof as well, because that's what's gonna stay on for you. So anyways, I have hooded eyes, if you can see. I got a hood right there. And normally the way that other people can do eyeliner is they could just kind of like go straight on and do their thing, but whatever I do here is gonna get covered up because of my eyelids. Now, we don't go about hating stuff about our body. We don't go about hating and comparing ourselves. No, we work with what we have. And today, if you have hooded eyelids, I will teach you how to do eyeliner. So, let's begin. The thing. And typically for eyeliners, I like to do this kind of brush shape that it looks like, kind of like an ink brush almost, right? There's a lot of different eyeliners out there, and they all come in different shapes and sizes. I've done almost all of them pencil. What is it? The stamp. I don't like the stamp at all. I find, especially for hooded eyelids, the stamp is horrible. But maybe it'll work out for you. And then there's liquid. Liquid is the most hardest to work with. But I think the payoff is really nice and pigmented as well. With pencil, I kind of get more of like a smudged out look, and the pigment isn't as pigmented, right? So for the eyeliner, what you're gonna want to do is, if you have hooded eyelids, or if you don't have hooded eyelids and you want to try this out and it works, let me know, because that'd be crazy. But I'm looking into my mirror and I look straight ahead, and I'm not gonna do like this. I'm just gonna look straight ahead. When you do this, you're gonna cover what's over here with your hooded lid, because if you have hooded lids, whatever you do there is not gonna show. So I'm gonna look straight ahead. I'm gonna draw a line going outward. Easy. And we'll do it on the other eye as well. Ideally, you want to do both eyes at the same time, but a lot of times I just do one and then the other. I already started doing that out of instinct, but look straight ahead. And now what I'm gonna do is shake my eyeliner because I think it's running dry. And now what I've done by looking straight ahead is I've made this triangle shape here, right? And when you look straight ahead, you can see that whether or not I'm looking down or up, you still see that triangle. So you want to keep that triangle. Look straight ahead and apply. And then I'm going to fill in the triangle, still looking straight ahead. And I like to do a very 50s type of cat eye, because I don't know, I just like that old-fashioned stuff, I guess. I think vintage makeup is peak. Okay, and as you can see, your hooded eye is going to affect how the eyeliner looks, and your eyeshadow, that this is going to go for everything. And I'm just going to fill in what's there. Now I'm going to look down, and whatever I missed, I'll just straighten it out. And I make funny faces while I'm doing makeup. If you don't make funny faces when you're doing makeup, how? And then I'm going to do my waterline. From my waterline, I do look down because you don't really need to look ahead, because that's something that people are going to see constantly, your waterline. What people are not going to see constantly is this, where the eye socket kind of meets the, close to the brow bone. That's not something people will see often, so you want to make sure that I'm going to sharpen it up a little bit. We want our thing to be as sharp as a knife. Okay, and then that's one eye. Time to do the other eye. So we're gonna shake, 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 shake. Get down tonight. Get down tonight. Get a little dance. Give a little love. Get down tonight. And then I'm gonna do the same thing. So for this one, all I have is a line. So I'm gonna look straight ahead, and I'm gonna do a line like this. I don't know if you guys can see, it's not filled in yet. I probably look funny. You see it? It's just two triangles, like, or two lines that form a triangle, like this, and like this, this, like this. It's kind of like the less than sign, but if you like just tilted it a little bit, if you just tilted it a little. And then what I do is I'm just gonna fill that. I'm gonna just keep looking straight ahead, and I'm gonna fill it in while looking straight ahead. And I'm looking, it looks like I'm looking down, but I'm actually looking in my mirror. Now I'm gonna look down and do my waterline. Because that's something that everybody's gonna see. It doesn't matter if I look down or not. Straighten out anything here. And I like to get this kind of swooping action going on, where the, let me show you, let me get up close and personal. So you see how this curve of the wing, it's always following kind of the outer socket of your eye, and I like to follow that as well. So naturally what happens is that even though you're making two triangles, your eyes, if especially you're a hooded eye person like me, it's gonna cause this swoop to happen where it goes like that. And it looks a little gothy, but I like gothy, so that's okay. And I'm just gonna fix anything I forgot to fill up. have both eyes done. Whoop whoop. And then after that, I like to take some mascara. And my eyebrows are so dark that sometimes I actually use mascara to fill them in. But I don't think that's what makeup experts would recommend, if I'm being honest. But that's what I do. So I go in with a little bit, very lightly with mascara, because mascara can be very pigmented. And I go in very lightly and I fill my eyebrows. And then I'm gonna go into my eyelashes from top or bottom to top and wiggle it up. Wiggle it up, get every little eyelash there. I have very small lashes, so you're probably not seeing much happening. It's the thought that counts, okay? Other eye. Especially if you do powder around the eyes, you want to do mascara, because what happens is that the powder, if it's like the same skin tone as you, you're gonna have powder on your eyelashes and it'll look like that you don't have any lashes, because if there's powder on them and it's the same skin tone, it kind of blends in. So if you have powder on your eyelashes, make sure to do mascara as well. And I'm just gonna look down and I go from the bottom and I wiggle all the way up. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And I'm just gonna go in with my eyeliner and just fix the waterline on my left eye, which is your right, because I missed a spot. This little spot. And it's okay if your makeup does not come out perfect, because we are not perfect. We are not perfect human beings, and it's okay. That's okay. I'm gonna take my mascara again, and I am going to go to my bottom lashes. I like to look down, and I go near the end here, and then towards the inner corner. I go from outer corner to inner corner. And look how much dimension it gave me on the other eye right here versus this eye. Gave me dimension. And there we go. And then as my next two final steps, I think that if you guys want to do a cosplay makeup tutorial ASMR, if you guys want that, I can teach you how to put on false lashes, although I'm most definitely not an expert myself. So we'll see how that goes. But let me know. I'm especially interested to do a Black Canary ASMR where you are Green Arrow, and I think that would be pretty interesting because I love Green Arrow so much. Oh my gosh, I could fangirl about him all day. I think he's so cute. But anyways, I'm gonna take two brushes here, and I have this blush. I kind of wish I had more blushes, to be honest. It's called the Same Single Blusher Baby Coral. It's this coral blush. And I like to get this big brush on some blush there. I'm gonna tap off the excess, and then I like to go from the top of my cheekbone all the way to this kind of almost T-zone of my face, very lightly. And it's probably not that noticeable, but that's okay. That's totally okay. And then from then we got our setting spray, and this setting spray is awesome. I got it from the Dollar Tree. I already need to buy some more because unfortunately it's in a small package, but it is so good for the Dollar Tree. I was like, yes. So, okay. Close your eyes and make sure that the spray is about 8 inches away from your face. Now, something that you don't want to do is stick a fan close. Something that you don't want to do is to have the setting spray too close to your face, because what happens is that when you have the spray particles too close, it kind of settles into the makeup a little bit and it starts making this weird solution, I find. So I always have it like super away from my face because of that reason. And that is almost it. I almost forgot about lip gloss. Now, as I've been talking, the lip gloss has been going away, so I'm just gonna reapply that. This is the NYX Lingerie gloss in the shade Clear. It is definitely not clear anymore because I put on like a lot of lipstick and then this on top, and then it goes back inside. And I love this lipstick because it smells like cupcakes. You want some? I hope that you guys enjoyed, and let me know what you think of the mic situation going on here. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe.